COVID-19 has presented many challenges to the judiciary in the year 2021. The pandemic affected all areas, as was noted by the acting Chief Justice, the Chief Magistrate, and the Director of the Family Court.
Since the emergence of COVID-19 in Belize in March 2020, our judiciary has had to evolve rapidly to meet the challenges which this clear and present danger poses to the administration of justice in our country. To this end, we in the Supreme Court have had to adjust by moving court filings and court hearings online in order to prevent this health hazard from spreading and infecting court users.
With the continuing of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Magistrate Court continues to serve the public with certain protocols in place. We've had to do several things. We had to start with continuous sanitization of the frequently used spaces. We had to install shields in the courts to add a level of protection for the magistrates. We had to limit the number of persons who enter our very small courts. We had to address matters that were addressed in chambers are now being addressed in court.
Plexiglass, social distance, sanitation of hands, health screening, negative tests, vaccination card, and face masks are universal. These measures pose different challenges as litigants and lawyers are forced to sit apart from one another in a already small, cramped courtroom. Court appearances have drastically decreased as new regulations have made it so that unvaccinated person could not gain access to the court without a negative COVID test result.
All branches of the judiciary have had to operate in a hybrid fashion, integrating virtual components into their operations. Ileana Swift, president of the Bar Association, sees this as an opportunity for the judiciary to evolve and improve.
With the threat to our lives, we have been forced to adopt new measures, embracing modern technology to effectively serve the public. Having developed and seen how efficiently these new measures can assist with the administration of justice, our view is that several of these measures should remain in place even when in-person hearings resume safely. My lady, a few years ago, Court of Appeal sessions were held only 3 times annually, 9 weeks out of the year, as we awaited the arrival of judges for in-person hearings. These limited court sessions contributed to serious delay in hearings of appeals, for appellants would wait years until their appeals are heard. With the implementation of virtual hearings, the limited Court of Appeal sessions must be left in 2021.
Notwithstanding these challenges, the judiciary remains underfunded and understaffed. The budget for the judiciary was decreased by over $1.5 million in the last year.
This is woefully inadequate. While the judiciary is fully cognizant of the need for cost-cutting measures, especially in this era of the COVID-19 pandemic, it is imperative that this arm of government be funded in a manner that enables us and empowers us to carry out our duties in an effective manner. An overburdened, under-resourced, and underfunded judiciary is not conducive to the effective and efficient administration of justice.
The Toledo and Corozal districts were without magistrates for months. The recruitment of 5 new magistrates to the bench in Belize has helped to bridge that gap.
These magistrates bring not only their qualifications in law, but also a collective wealth of relevant practical experience as former prosecutors, legal aid practitioners, and civil and criminal law practitioners at the private bar from our sister and brother Caribbean nations, which should serve them well in their new roles as magistrates here in Belize. In relation to the Supreme Court, we also continued to function throughout 2021 without our full complement of judges.
4 additional judges have since been hired from within the Commonwealth and appointed to the Supreme Court for a period of 1 year. But As the judiciary continues to address its budgetary and personal constraints, the demand for its services continues to increase.
The record shows 782 applications were made under the Domestic Violence Act and a total of 528 for maintenance-related application. The other volume of cases arose particularly from application touching and concerning child protection, custody, juvenile matters, and access and visitation.
520 more domestic violence-related cases were taken to the family court in 2021 than in 2022. Over 1,000 new civil cases were lodged in the Supreme Court, and 81 new criminal indictments. As of December 31st, 355 persons remain on remand at the Belize Central Prison. 187 of those persons are remanded for murder. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.